There's no part of our being that is not in the physical plane as our body. That's our representation in this dimension. So yourself in the physical plane is your body. So anything you want to give to the world, anything you want to give to yourself, anything you want to give to others, you have to give to your body. It has to pass through you, it has to pass through your body. So if you want to help the world, you have to help yourself first. If you want to help anyone or anything, you have to empower your body. So with that fundamental understanding, we can say that to help the planet, we have to empower ourselves in our own body. So the focus of this call is not actually the planet. The focus of this call is you. The focus of this call is your own body, because that's where all your power comes from. If you want to be an inspiration for Mother Earth, you cannot draw upon her as your source of power. If you want to be an inspiration for the sun, you can't draw upon the sun as your power source. If you want to be an inspiration for me and for everyone else on the call, you can't draw your power from us. You have to get your power from your own self. You have to get your power from your own body. Then you can inspire me. You can add to the energy of the call. You can grace the sun and bless the planet. You can do these things if you have your own independent power source. And then this call becomes effective. This is not a call where we merge our minds together and become one mass conglomerate and then hope to accomplish something. That's not how this call works. In this call, I'm really not that important. No one else in the call is that important. You're what's important. Your own body is what's important. Because that's where your power is, and that's the only place your power is. And if we as a telecall, if we're all a bunch of individuals, a group of individuals, each having their own power source, then we create a vortex. Then we create a massive power surge, a magnetic flux in all of time and space, in all dimensions, and we can begin to alter the future of the planet. We can heal the planet, we can heal each other, we can help the whole creation by each getting our power from within, from our own power source. But then we are in a group, we are in community, and the left and the right hand do tend to accomplish a lot together, but each hand is independent of the other. That's how they can become effective together, because they have independent might, independent power. The reason I'm so much emphasizing this point is because so many people tend to think that we need to sort of merge together. We're not merging together. We're maintaining. In fact, if anything, you're going to cultivate more individuality on this call than you would otherwise. You came on the call, you're like, oh yay, lightworkers wanting to gather together to help the planet, I want to join. Yet, before we can be together effectively, you have to be an individual first. Empower yourself, get your own power source, and I'll talk about how to do that shortly. It's quite simply within your own body. But as you cultivate your own power, and by the way, if what I'm saying is very basic for you, then you can just start to gather in your angels and begin to conscientiously set your intentions for what you want to achieve in this call. I'm working on multiple dimensions with all of you, radiating really, I'm not throwing anything at you or sort of putting anything into you. What I'm just doing is radiating energies, and it's like tuning into a radio. If you want to, you can. If you don't have to. You're tuning into a radio station. I'm always going to be sending. Whenever you want to receive, you can, but it's not mandatory. Everything is up to you. It's your choice. So please also feel the deeper levels of my being, resonate with the deeper levels of your own being. If my speech is very basic, there's a lot of other things going on in this call. And there's a large group of angels in attendance. Not just you, but all kinds of other angels in higher dimensions, beings tuning into this call who have physical bodies elsewhere in creation, who are wanting to assist planetary evolution. There's all kinds of attendance on this call, because I advertise not just on the internet, but in the cosmos. There's so much good to be accomplished that we can do in this call just by gathering together and radiating positive intention, let alone actually anchoring that power into our body and radiating the specific energies that will help this planet at this time and help us at the same time. So anyway, back to my basic description, as you become a very powerful individual, you can add to the group energy of this call. And the group energy can't help you unless you help yourself, unless you empower yourself. But then, once you've empowered yourself, once you've cultivated your own flow, once you've created your own sort of cosmic connection above and below and all around, then we can all vibrate together. It's resonance. The idea of a resonance is that there's nothing passing from me to you directly. It's more like a magnet. If you resonate with what I'm saying, it'll feel true to you, and you'll feel more joyful, more inspired by it. But you're not feeling my power. You're feeling your own power. It's just a resonance. It's an internal magnetic resonance that you're experiencing with the vibrations that I'm sending, that everyone else on the call is cultivating. So we're not passing around energy like passing around water in a cup and then drinking from it all together. It's actually much more isolated than that. We are each like suns, blazing balls of light, complete unto ourselves, but then in a formation, working together to come in resonance to create this vortex of power. So if you understand that group dynamic, that can make all the difference, which is why I'm talking about it so much. It can make all the difference in the energy of the call. It's about you and your own body and nothing else, because then automatically we will all resonate together. One of the roles that I'm playing on this call is helping to organize the flow of energies that we're all creating so that it maximizes the good and accomplishes our intentions. But you can do the same thing because you regulate your own energies. So what I do on this call is I focus on my body primarily, and I observe how we're all functioning as a group, and I observe the state of the planet. But what I do to add to the whole thing, I focus on my own body. We can all see the state of the planet. We can all look around at the world around us. We can all, many of you can feel changes to the planet. We can all see these things, but what do? Well, you grow your own power. You cultivate your body power, because as you anchor your power in your body, then you manifest these energies in the physical plane. And if we all do that in a concentrated way on this call, we can accomplish a lot. I won't even try to quantify it because there's no telling, because we're all so powerful, and every one of you on this call is extremely powerful. So, let's begin. Since this call is about you and your body, let's concentrate on the body. And you don't need to worry about anyone else is doing on the call. Just focus on your own body. And if many ideas or images or visions are coming to you and you want to run with them, please just ignore what I'm saying. I'm not speaking as a mandatory thing. I'm not saying things that are mandatory to do to participate in the call. All you have to do to participate in the call is be yourself. Be true to you. So if you want to completely ignore what I'm saying and go off in the cosmos or go into the ground or do something else, feel free to do so. Just make sure you're listening to your higher guidance, your inner guidance, doing what your higher self or what Prime Creator wants you to be doing, what you truly feel to do from a sense of joy and inspiration. That's the very best thing you can do. And then I'll just provide like a baseline thread if you care to follow it. So, as a possible starting point, if you don't have something else you wish to do, what you could do is focus at the top of your head. That's a place I like to start.